every mission had a problem of some sort, and all of them stand out in one way or another. But I think there are two things that stick out in my mind that I remember really sharply. On Apollo 11, and it wasn't the touchdown of the lunar module, and it wasn't when Armstrong stepped out the first time. My biggest remembrance of that is during the final descent, Buzz Aldrin, the lunar module pilot, was calling out altitude and descent rate to Neil so he could look out and fly the spacecraft. And he would say 1,200 feet, 3 feet a second, and that would be altitude and descent rate. Well, in between a couple of those calls, he got down around 100 feet, and he said, picking up some dust. And when he said that, picking up some dust, I realized we're there. We've been working all this time, and we have an engine blowing dust that Buzz can see. And it sent a chill up my spine. It still does when I think about it. And so that moment when, after all those years of working as hard as we had worked, and we had that blowing the dust that Buzz just casually mentioned, it was a moment that I'll never forget. The other was Apollo 13. 13 is probably as close as we ever came to leaving somebody in space or an explosion killing them or something. It was as close as we came. Now, interestingly enough, we never spoke of not getting them home. But Apollo 13, the oxygen tank exploded. We were about 200,000 miles from home and 50,000 miles from the moon, headed toward it. And so the next 3.5 days it was hard, and we just kept working the options. But like I say, we never talked about not getting them back. But it was a happy moment to see them step on that carrier deck after what they went through.